Do you wake up in the middle of the night worrying that the government is going to swoop in and take 40% of everything you've worked your entire life to build the second you pass away? Do you look at your home, your 401k, and your savings and think, is my family even going to get this, or is Uncle Sam the primary beneficiary of my hard work? Listen to me, there is so much fear-mongering out there about the death tax. People hear that term and they freeze. They think they need to spend thousands of dollars on complex trusts and high-priced lawyers just to protect a $500,000 nest egg. I want you to take a deep breath. Stand in your truth for a second. Because the reality of the estate tax is probably going to surprise you, and for 99% of you watching this, it is going to be the best news you've heard all year. What is the estate tax? Simply put, it is a tax on your right to transfer property at your death. It's an accounting of everything you own, your house, your stocks, your business, your life insurance proceeds, minus your debts. That final number is your gross estate. Now, here is the big question. Does the average American owe it? The answer is a resounding no. As of right now, in 2026, the federal estate tax exemption has been set at $15 million per individual. Read my lips, $15 million. If you are a married couple, thanks to something called portability, which is just a fancy way of saying you can share your exemptions, you can pass down $30 million totally free of federal estate taxes. So, if your total net worth is $1 million, or $5 million, or even $12 million, you do not owe the federal government 1 penny in estate tax. The IRS only comes knocking when you have surpassed that $15 million mountain. We are talking about the top 0.1% of the wealthiest families in this country. The average American is not just safe, they aren't even in the same zip code as this tax. But wait! Before you get too comfortable, I need you to listen closely, because there is a trap. While you might be safe from the federal government, you might not be safe from your state government. This is where people get burned because they didn't pay attention to where they live. There are 12 states, plus the District of Columbia, that have their own state estate taxes. And let me tell you, their exemptions are nowhere near $15 million. In places like Oregon or Massachusetts, the taxman can start biting into your estate at just $1 million. If you own a home in a nice neighborhood and have a decent retirement account, you could hit $1 million faster than you think. Then there is the inheritance tax. This is different. An estate tax is paid by your estate before the money goes out. An inheritance tax is paid by the person receiving the money. Only a handful of states, like Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Kentucky, still have this. So, what is the problem? The problem isn't the tax itself for most of you. The problem is the paralysis caused by the fear of the tax. I see so many of you refusing to enjoy your retirement or refusing to give gifts to your children while you are alive because you are saving it for the tax. You are living a smaller life than you earned because you are afraid of a tax that doesn't even apply to you. Here is your actionable takeaway. I want you to do 3 things right now to get the power back over your money. First, I want you to calculate your net estate. Write down the value of your home, your accounts, and your life insurance. Subtract your mortgage and your credit cards. What is that number? If it's under $15 million, tell your federal tax fears to take a hike. Second, check your state. Go to Google right now and type in estate tax exemption in your state. If you live in a state with a low threshold, that is when you sit down with a local estate planner. Not to hide from a federal tax, but to protect yourself from a state cliff that could cost your heirs thousands. Third, and most importantly, I want you to look at your beneficiary designations. The estate tax might not get your money, but probate will. If you don't have your beneficiaries listed correctly on your bank accounts and your retirement plans, your money is going to get stuck in court for months or years, and the lawyers will take a bigger cut than the IRS ever would have. You have worked too hard to be this afraid. Understand the rules, check your state, and then go live your life. You deserve to know that what you've built is safe. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.